edu for more. And also, big story this morning, I bring in my longtime friend, Corinne Freeman. She's the executive director of the Caring Place. And Corinne, I think a lot of people now realizing that beginning November the 1st, SNAP benefits in this country will stop because of the government shutdown.
Yeah, so unless resolution is reached or an emergency funding measure, I know Senator Blackburn has actually proposed some emergency funding considerations for that, which we appreciate because food insecurity is a real and present reality for so many of our families in Bradley County. And to have a loss of such an essential resource can bring a lot of anxiety and concern. And so we just wanted to really reiterate, the Caring Place is here. We've been working to meet needs with love, to address food insecurity through multiple kind of crises and things that have happened within our nation and our local community. And we remain here, and we are committed, as our partners at the Chattanooga Area Food Bank are committed. So we have already looked at how to scale up operations, how to bring together, we're so thankful for United Way of the Ocoee region. They're actually having a kind of group discussion between nonprofits tomorrow so that we can collaborate and increase our effectiveness and efficiency to, again, scale up the operations in need. And while we recognize that it's impossible to scale up to the extent that will replace SNAP. We know that won't be possible, but we can meet the immediate need and be able to help families bridge the gap. We don't want families to be facing that uncertainty with a sense of fear and concern. And we just want to bring that reassurance that there are people in the community that are here and willing to help, that are here and willing to remain open, be available, so that the families can have that ease of access to those services and those essential things. And so we've actually shared 4 ways that our community can kind of come alongside us. One of which is just timing that is thankfully just kind of already available to us, and that is the Southern Heritage Bank. They have done a community food drive for us for over 26 years. You'll be with us next week on that Friday for Collection Day. It kicks off on the 3rd, but on the November 7th is our Collection Day there at the Key Street branch. That's a really good way because we already have the logistics in place to receive a great quantity of shelf-stable, non-perishable goods there. So bring your donations. If you have some extra canned goods, some extra, think about meals in a can. I know it doesn't sound as appealing, but ravioli, chilies, canned soups, so pastas and proteins that are, canned chicken, canned tuna. Those are great items to go ahead and collect, gather those together, bring them to that food drive. And at the Caring Place, because of the network we have with the Chattanooga Area Food Bank and other local groups such as like Cleveland, Tennessee Resource Network, we're going to be able to help those smaller pantries have access to those items as well. So these won't be things that will come back to just the Caring Place. These will be shared with the community so that we can meet that greater need. So that way, individuals who are willing and ready and able to step up can meet us there on the 7th and bring those needs. We also have opportunity on our website, on our Facebook page. There is a link in our Instagram as well that you can go to Walmart. We've got a wish list. And it is a bag of groceries that will be 6 meals for a family for $35.
Oh, wow.
So go ahead and we've got it right now. We've got enough to be 200 bags. So if the community can come alongside us,
that's great.
$7,000, but you don't have to buy all of them. But if you can go and buy one bag, and then we will put those bags, we'll receive those items, or you can get those items yourself, put those bags together at your church or your small group, bring those to us, and then we'll distribute those through sites as well. We'll also increase kind of grab-and-go items at our location. Then we also are asking for folks to be able to kind of volunteer to put things together. So we have groups for that if you're interested. And then lastly, we really do encourage you. Our state and local legislators, they are our elected officials, and they are available for us. So share with them. So we've got a link to be able to connect with both your state and national representatives. Share your experience. Talk about what this means. Talk about your concerns with them so that they can use the legislative action and their sphere of influence to be able to meet those needs here locally as well.
We're joined by our friend Corinne Freeman with the Caring Place, and I was talking with, speaking of legislators, I was talking with Senator Adam Lowe Sunday.
Yes.
And he told me that in his senatorial district, there's over 11,000 who qualify for SNAP. and I tell you, it is such a great need, and now
Yes.
it's really getting tight here as far as time goes. And if you read,
Sit down.
if you believe what you read, and you see read some of the tea leaves, really,
Yep.
I don't at this point believe that the government will come back in time.
Yeah.
Do you have any insight on Senator Blackburn's what she signed on to that bill? Do you know of?
So my only understanding, I don't want to speak out, that may be good for her to be able to share a little bit
Yeah.
more about what that is. But that would be an emergency funding measure for SNAP specifically. So
Yeah,
that would
for-
not the
I'm
full
just wondering what
funding.
kind of, maybe we'll invite her on,
Yeah.
Bridget, if you'll
So,
help me with that.
Yeah, but looking at being able to basically allow for that program to be able to continue to operate as an essential
That's it.
function, to be able to continue to fund that.
I want to go back to the Walmart thing, because this
Yeah.
is something that people here locally can do
Mm-hmm.
very easily. Hey, let me say this quickly. If you do not have food insecurity in your home, now you can do two things. And Corinne's already told you this. You can go to Walmart
Mm-hmm.
and buy these bags, or they can make a financial. Let's say they don't have a chance to get over there,
Yeah.
but they want to be involved.
Absolutely.
What do they do?
So if you don't have a chance to go to Walmart, you can go to our website and you can go ahead and make a specific donation. You can put that toward our resource market. That is our food department. And those resources will go directly to families to, again, help us scale up operations. And the thing about financial donations is that we have more purchasing power than you are at Walmart. So that same bag that costs you $35, well, it's only going to cost us about $7.
Wow.
So we can stretch those dollars
Yeah.
a lot farther because we have that wonderful collaboration with the Chattanooga Area Food Bank. So being able to gather those resources, if you want to have that direct need and say, hey, I've already packed it, I've already put it together, beautiful, let's do that. If you want to say, hey, here's the money so that you can get that, and you can get a volunteer group to come together and pack that, then we can do that as well. And so we have lots of opportunities. Again, come to the food drive on the 7th, give financially through the website, be able to put together those pre-packed bags, and again, advocate for some changes within this.
And what's your website one more time, Corinne?
It's thecaringplaceonline.org. So thecaringplaceonline.org. And I do want to just emphasize again, Steve, that for families that this is causing them a great deal of anxiety and fear, families that rely on this small amount of supplement to be able to meet all of their budgetary needs, this community consistently steps up to the plate.
Oh, absolutely.
And I trust that they will. I know that we serve a God of abundance and of care and compassion, and He will be there for them and He will guide us in that. So we are here for you, and we are going to increase the ability for our community in this short period to bridge this gap. And so I just want to encourage them today to not be anxious, but to know that there are people here who care and who are going to step up to the plate and meet those needs. We remain committed to that.
It's the best place in the world, Cleveland, Bradley County. It's the most giving place we've ever seen, and that is why this is such a blessed community. And may God help us to never lose that. So I would call on this audience, if you're listening, if you're watching, hey, get involved. Okay? Don't feel like, for instance, don't feel like Bridget's going to do anything, because she's not. So we're all going to have to take up for you.
Hey, now.
No, I'm serious now. Don't just assume other people are going to do it. Bridget, I mean,
Right.
we've seen this so many times over the years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our community steps up every single time.
They are the best people in the world. Well, most of them. Some of them, whatever. We hope they leave town, but no. All right. Thank you, Corinne. God bless you
Steve.
today. I believe it's going to be a wonderful campaign. And a week from Friday out at Southern Heritage.
Yes,
Looking
so.
forward to that.
Yeah, if you want.
Back in a moment. Mark Shepard, Shelter and